Students, now we are going to discuss the Rutherford scattering. In this Rutherford scattering experiment, there are three elements. First one is the scattering angle, second one is the scattering cross section, third one is the scattering formula. Let us consider this is the gold nucleus, this is the alpha particle. This alpha particle projected towards gold nucleus, but this is the initial direction of the alpha particle. This is the initial direction of the alpha particle. The charge of the gold nucleus is the positive charge, that is the Ze. Here Z is the atomic number of gold nucleus, E is the charge. The charge of the alpha particle is the 2e. Okay, first of all, this alpha particle projected towards gold nucleus, but this alpha particle initial direction is the this is the initial direction along to AN direction. The perpendicular distance between gold nucleus to initial direction of the alpha particle is called impact parameter. This is the impact parameter. It is denoted by P. Impact parameter is the perpendicular distance between gold nucleus and initial direction line of alpha particle. Here this is the initial direction, but alpha particle has positive charge, gold nucleus have positive charge. This positive charge and this positive charge is repulsive. So this alpha particle direction change in the path of ACB, because that repulsive force between gold nucleus and alpha particle. Generally the original direction is this, but the change direction is this because of repulsive force between gold nucleus and alpha. The mass of the alpha particle is m. At the point A, the velocity of alpha particle is v0. At point C, the velocity of alpha particle is v. Here small condition, there is no impact parameter. There is no impact parameter means P equals to 0. There is no impact parameter means this line and this line are coincide, because the distance between gold nucleus and C is called closest distance of approach. Closest distance of, if P not equals to 0, then the closest distance is this. If P equals to 0, the closest distance of approach is this. In order to calculate the scattering angle, first of all we find the Coulombic force between gold nucleus and alpha particle. The charge of gold nucleus is the Zg. The charge of the alpha particle is the 2e. Due to Coulombic force, F equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. F equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here Q is the Zg, Q2 is the 2e upon R square. Here R is the distance, that distance is the closest distance of approach. F equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 Ze square upon, here R is the distance, that distance is the closest distance of approach, that is the B square. Finally F equals to 2 is the 2 times cancel, then Ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught B square. Now we apply the law of conservation of energy. First of all, the alpha particle has a kinetic energy due to the velocity v0. The alpha particle travels along the path of ACB. The alpha particle reach the at point C. This kinetic energy is converted into potential energy. Here that kinetic energy equals to half mv naught square. Here potential energy is mgh. Due to the law of conservation of energy equals to kinetic energy equals to potential energy. The kinetic energy equals to half m v naught square equals to m g h. Here mg is the weight. This is the similar quantity of force. So here mg equals to force into, here h is the similar quantity of distance. That distance is the closest distance of approach. So the force is ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught b square into b. That finally the potential energy equals to ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught b square cancel, it is the only b. So this is the potential energy. This potential energy is equals to half mv naught square. Here 2 is the cancel, mv naught square equals to ze square upon pi epsilon naught b. So this equation can be written as b equals to ze square upon pi epsilon naught mv naught square. This is the closest distance. To we calculate the final velocity of the alpha particle through the law of conservation of angular momentum. Law of conservation of angular momentum through the impact parameter and the closest distance of approach. This the law of conservation of angular momentum. Law of conservation of angular momentum is angular momentum at impact parameter p equals to angular momentum at closest distance of approach d. The angular momentum, formula of the angular momentum is the mass and velocity and distance. Here same as mass, velocity and distance. At the impact parameter, the mass is the alpha particle mass is the m, velocity is the v naught, distance is the impact parameter p, and the mass is the m, velocity is the v, the closest distance of approach is the d. Here m is the cancel, v naught p equals to v d. The final velocity v equals to v naught p upon d. This is the final velocity of the alpha particle. So here, in order to calculate the impact parameter p, in order to calculate the impact parameter p, then now we apply the law of conservation of energy. The law of conservation of energy equals to energy at A equals to energy at C. Energy at A means kinetic energy at A plus potential energy at A equals to kinetic energy at C plus potential energy at C. The potential energy at A equals to 0 because at point A there is no distance. Kinetic energy at A equals to half mv naught square. Potential energy at C, already we know that that potential energy equals to Ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught b. That b is the closest distance of approach. At C, the closest distance of approach is the d, because the generating velocity is the v. So here the distance is the d. So the kinetic energy at C equals to half mv square. So this equation can be written as half mv naught square minus half mv square equals to Ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught d. Okay, here half is the common, half m is the common, v naught square minus v square equals to Ze square upon 2 pi epsilon naught d. Here 2 is the cancel, m v naught square v square equals to Ze square upon pi epsilon naught d. V naught square v square equals to Ze square upon, here m is the multiple, right hand side m is the divisor, m pi epsilon naught d. But we know that final velocity equals to v naught p upon d. So this value is substituted in this equation. Then v naught square equals to v naught p upon d whole square equals to Ze square upon m pi epsilon naught d. Okay, simplify this equation. V naught square equals to v naught square e square d square upon Ze square upon m pi epsilon naught d. Here LCM is the d square into v naught square, then v naught square d square minus v naught square p square equals to Ze square upon m pi epsilon naught d. Here d square is the cancel, remaining v naught square is the common, d square minus p square upon d equals to Ze square upon m pi epsilon naught. This equation can be written as v naught square d square minus p square equals to d into Ze square upon m pi epsilon naught. This equation can be written as d square minus p square equals to, this v naught square can be written as this d into ZE square upon m pi epsilon naught V naught square. So we know that ZE square upon m pi epsilon naught V naught square is the closest distance of approach. We know that the closest distance of approach B equals to ZE square upon m pi epsilon naught V naught square. So this equation is substituted is this. Then d square minus p square equals to d into b. Then p square equals to d square minus db. P equals to under root d into d minus b. This is the impact parameter. In order to calculate the closest distance of approach, one type of closest distance of approach d. Now we can observe the properties of hyperbola. So this is the hyperbola. This is the this distance is called as semi-major axis, and this distance is called as focal length of hyperbola. Generally the properties of hyperbola, eccentricity E equals to secant theta. Then focal length of hyperbola. Equals to A into E, that equals to A into secant theta. This focal length is GO. Then we can observe the right angle triangle here. Right angle triangle GNO is the right angle triangle. This is the perpendicular distance, so this is the 90 degrees. Opposite side of the 90 degrees is this is the hypotenuse. Opposite side of the theta, impact parameter. From right angle triangle GNO, sin theta equals to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Sin theta equals to, then opposite side of the theta is the P, hypotenuse is the GO. Then sin theta equals to P upon GO is the A secant theta. Then cross multiplication, sin theta into A secant theta equals to P. Then A equals to P upon sin theta into secant theta. A equals to P upon sin theta. Secant theta means 1 upon cos theta. Then A equals to P cos theta upon sin theta. Then A equals to P cot theta. This is the semi-major axis A. Then the closest distance GC equals to GO plus OC. Then the closest distance of approach equals to GC, that D equals to GO plus OC. GO means focal length, OC means A. D equals to GO, focal length means A secant theta plus A. D equals to A is the common, secant theta plus 1. D equals to A means A is the, we know that P cot theta into secant theta plus 1. D equals to P cotan theta into secant theta plus P cotan theta. Okay, D equals to P is the common, cot theta means cos theta upon sin theta, secant theta means 1 upon cos theta plus cotan theta means cos theta upon sin theta. In this equation cos theta is cancelled, remaining D equals to P into 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta upon sin theta. D equals to P into, this is the LCM sin theta, 1 plus cos theta. But trigonometry properties, 1 plus cos theta equals to 2 cos square theta upon 2, sin theta equals to 2 sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2. These are trigonometry properties. So these two values are substituted in this equation. Then D equals to P into 1 plus cos theta plus 2 cos square theta upon 2 upon sin theta, 2 sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2. Then 1 cos theta upon 2 square is the cancelled, remaining D equals to P into 2 already cancelled, remaining cos theta upon 2 sin theta upon 2. Therefore D equals to P into cos theta upon 2 sin theta upon 2 cot theta upon 2. This is the D. We know that impact parameter P equals to under root D minus B. From this equation P square equals to D minus B, but D equals to P cotan theta upon 2. This D value is substituted in this equation. Then P square equals to D means P cotan theta upon 2 P cotan theta upon 2 minus B. Then this P, this square is cancelled, remaining P equals to cotan theta upon 2 P cotan theta upon 2 minus B. Okay, then P equals to cotan theta upon 2 cotan square theta upon 2 into P minus B cotan theta upon 2. This B cotan theta upon 2 can be written as B cotan theta upon 2 equals to P cotan square theta upon 2 minus p. Then this equation can be written as b upon p equals to b upon p equals to cotan square theta upon 2 minus 1 upon cotan theta upon 2. b upon p equals to cotan square theta upon 2 upon cotan theta upon 2 minus 1 upon cotan theta upon 2. Here cotan theta by 2 square is the cancel. Remain b upon p equals to cotan theta upon 2 minus 1 upon cotan theta by 2 equals to tan theta upon 2. So b by p equals to cotan theta upon 2 equals to cos theta upon 2 sin theta upon 2 equals to tan theta upon 2 equals to sin theta upon 2 upon cos theta upon 2. So b upon p equals to, that equation can be written as sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2 cos square theta upon 2 minus sin square theta upon 2. But cos square theta upon 2 minus sin square theta upon 2 equals to cos 2 theta upon 2. Similarly, sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2 equals to of sin theta, because sin theta equals to 2 sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2. Sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2 equals to of sin theta. This sin theta upon 2 cos theta upon 2 equals to half sin theta. This cos square theta upon 2 minus sin square theta upon 2 equal to cos 2 theta upon 2. These two equations are substituted in above. Therefore, b upon p equals to cos 2 theta upon 2 upon half sin theta. b upon p equals to 2 cancel 2 cos theta upon sin theta. b upon p equals to 2 cotan theta. We observe the diagram. This is the gold nucleus, this is the alpha particle, this is the initial direction, this is the impact parameter, this inclination is theta, this is also inclination theta, this is a scattering angle, that scattering angle is indicated by pi. From the diagram, theta plus pi plus theta equals to 180 degrees, theta plus theta plus pi. 180 degrees equals to 2 theta plus pi. So here theta equals to 180 upon 2 minus pi upon 2. Theta equals to pi by 2 minus pi by 2. We know that b upon p equals to 2 cot theta. B upon p equals to 2 cot theta means pi by 2 minus pi by 2. Then b upon p equals to 2 cot pi by 2 minus theta, tan pi by 2. Then tan pi by 2 equals to b upon 2p. Tan pi by 2 equals to b upon 2p. But b, already we know that b equals to zg square upon pi epsilon naught mv naught square. So this value substitute in this equation. Therefore tan pi by 2 equals to b means zg square upon pi epsilon naught mv naught square remaining 2p. So this is the angle of scattering. This is known as scattering angle. Tan pi by 2 equals to zg square upon pi epsilon naught mv naught square. It's clear p is very small, then the scattering angle is increased. P is increased, scattering angle is decreased.